think the rig's still working. According to the watt meter it is, and the Viswire looks okay, so I guess it's working. You're super strong, of course, because you're only a mile away. Anyway, I don't know. Michael ought to get on here pretty soon, and we'll see what's happening. KE6VG, A6S. Well, that's why it's so cheap. Everybody's hearing, and you're hearing a lot of stations that I wouldn't think you'd be able to. It'd be like a mobile station. Yeah, you could have that thing in your car with a 200 or 300 watt amp and one of those sticking up the back of the car. You'd be talking up and down California with it. Probably is, because that 40 feet is pretty high. You know, usually if you got anything up that high, you can hear something. I want to see a rotor and some antennas up there. You need to do what our salesman did one time there at the store. He sold some blind guy a pair of non-directional antennas stacked with a rotor. That tell you what kind of a salesman he was? A pair of non-directional antennas with a rotor? I don't think it probably made much difference when you rotated it. You're a little bit off. Yeah, you're a little bit. Not much. I want to say probably maybe 50 cycles. Could be 100. I don't know. I can put my RIT on and tune in. And when you're talking, I'll turn the RIT on and tell you where it looks right. Let me turn it off here again. I was going to tune you in. Say something. Wouldn't make any difference to my ears. You got to move it at least 25 or so. Keep talking and I'll tune you in. When I got my RIT, I got it on right now, so say something. Looks like to me you're about 77 cycles off frequency according to what I hear, but that don't mean much. It's positive, that much high in frequency. sounded high pitched. I mean, it's 77 cycles high is where I was tuned to make you sound right. So I guess you have to go up 77 cycles. Hard saying. You know, we're so close. And, yeah, with my bum ears, it wouldn't make much difference. Yeah, that sounds better. You got the thing in the rig to zero beat it with, I think, so you don't need to put anything on it. As soon as you get it phase lock, it's going to be right on, basically, unless it's out of sync. Well, it's got a graph thing, I mean, you can tune it down. For zero beat or something, I don't know. I couldn't tell much difference. Aaron was here when we did it, and I think when it's phase lock, it's pretty much on, unless it's off out of sync. If it's synced in, it's supposed to be pretty close. Mine's been out of warranty for a long time. If it quits, I'll send it to them. I ain't going to touch it. Solid state rigs like these things and this 890 to me are voodoo. Strictly board level, as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, you're an S9 now, Bill.
Yeah, you're way up. I don't know what happened. That is weird, Mike.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm interested in this rain that's coming. I'm going to go look at some satellite stuff, see what's going on there.
I think that black box I got in the living room that shows the weather, I think it went crazy.
Yeah, I've got one of those too, and it does sometimes show you erroneous stuff, but it's usually caused from something else. It's interpreting it incorrectly.
Yeah, the barometric pressure of the air was straight down on it.
WA6AJ.
You ain't got no signal. Turn your amplifier on.
That's all I can do.
Where'd everybody go? Michael, A6AJ, A6S.
I'm here.
Maybe the other mic was in there, but my estimator went to about 20 over 9.
So you can't hear me that well, huh?
Only about an S2.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't do any better than that.
You pointed north or south?
North.
No, you pointed north or south, Mike?
I'm pointing north.
Well, that's why I'm pointed at 15 degrees, which is off north to the right. I'll come back on due north and see what the heck that does. Anyway, WA6AJ and everybody else, AA6S. Rob maybe was in there, or Mikey was. Somebody had some super strong signal there.
Okay, I don't hear anybody else, but I heard very faint CW in the background.
WA6AJ, KC5DTU.
Gary, KC5DTU, WA6AJ, how's it going?
Going good, Mike. I got that info and I blurted out an email to him.
Okay, very good.
Thanks for all the work there.
No problem. You need to get that speaker done. It looks like it needs it.
Yeah, roger that. I've only had that thing for I don't know how many years sitting and taken out.
Well, now's the time to get it going.
Roger, roger. Good evening, Bill.
Good evening, Kerry. You want me to look at that chassis for you?
Yeah. It never hurts to have an expert second opinion.
Yep, I'll take a look at it for you. And how's the cabinet on it?
Cabinet's it's rough. Needs some work. The speaker cloth is almost non-existent.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. I got plenty of grill cloth. Mike knows that. If the cabinet is, I don't know if you're used to working on cabinets. I don't like working on them either, but I got a guy here in town. He's probably, to do it, he's probably going to, I'd say a guess of about $200 to make it look good.
Yeah, roger that. Well, depending on how much and well, not how much, but when, I might take him up on it. I normally do woodworking, but at this point, the less the better.
Yeah, he did a little cabinet for me, and Mike saw it. Mike did the grill cloth for me, and I put a speaker in it to match one of the antique radios I've got. Man, it came out really nice. He did a good job on it. It had a chunk out of the wood, about 3 inches long, and he put a piece in there and did a decent job on it. I was happy with it.
Yeah, roger that. Well, this not missing any wood. It's like I said, it's just been the road hard and put away wet.
I understand that. The guy Mike and I used to use here in Fresno, he probably charged $1,200 to do it.
Oh, buddy, that's worth more than 6 of those radios.
That's a fact.
Roger. Okay, Bill. Mike, I'll be here on the sideline waiting for the fearless leader, KC5DTU.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, you think you know what's going to hit the fan soon?
Oh boy, we need to have a face-to-face. Maybe for all the hard work, we can get you a sarsaparilla.
Okay. Yeah, I was just when I heard that they're sending 150 medics over there, that sounded kind of serious.
Well, I think Iran will have an uncle here soon.
Well, that's probably the problem. As long as, the cat and mouse stuff, I think is kind of putting everybody to the limit.
Well, it's a lot deeper than that. Bessent has cut off all of their money, and Trump is basically blockaded where they can't get any ships in there to sell any oil. So, and with him taking, with the loss of those 4 troops, Trump basically said, release the Kragan.
Yeah, well, I think it'd be about time just to get it done.
Yeah, roger that. Well, they don't have any money, and their infrastructure is done. So I think it's probably within a week.
Man, Dommy will probably send him some money from New York.
Okay, stay KC5 DTU. Be standing by.
Say one thing before I stand by here too, Kerry. They're not talking to the Democrats anymore. They Trump is he don't mess around.
What do you mean talk to them? Those people, they don't understand English and they don't have any ears.
Yeah, well, they got their good book there that they keep reading.
Well, I don't know what kind of good information they're getting, Bill, but it's not good.
I think they blew up all their bridges and everything.
Well, roger that way. Well, they're starting to eat their own here now, so that's going to be interesting to watch.
Boy, that's a fact. They're going to have to get some inner tubes across the rivers now.
Well, I don't think that'll help.
I guess you can't put a tank on an inner tube or a missile.
Roger that. So this next week should be quite entertaining.
Boy, that's a fact. Well, anyway, we'll get together one of these times here. KC5 DTU A6S with everybody else. Listen for the great leader.
Roger, Bill. Maybe if Mike is up to heading down that way or something, maybe we'll take this chassis and visit if you're not up this way.
That sounds good. I only, like everybody, Mike and you and I, everybody's got to check their doctor's schedule. I know I got one next week. They'll pump blood out of me. The one today, I went to the Dr. Stillwater, my ear guy. He cleaned my ears out. I get it. He says I don't need to do it quite as often, so I got about a month and a half on the next one. My ears generate too much wax, and it's painful to get it out if you wait too long. So I go down there about every month or whatever it is, and he cleans them out. It only takes him about 5 minutes, one on each side, and I'm good to go.
Roger. Okay, well, we'll do something, and we'll try and include Mike there.
Yeah, I think next week I got 2 or 3, but they kind of pile up in 1 week for some reason. No problem, we can get together soon.
Roger. Well, I had an MRI, and so I've got to go in and have it read here, and I done forgot what day it is next week, so I've got that coming up. So again, without those doctor's appointment, I wouldn't have a social life.
Yeah, I know.
Well, might wait till you get that cabinet done, Mike. If you can come this way, and we could put the glass on your front panel too. That shouldn't take too long.
Well, you told me 3 hours.
Okay.
If we're lucky or not. There's a whistle.
Yeah, there's the whistle. Okay, I'm here, guys. Sorry I was a little late. My hearing aids failed, so I'm on my backup hearing aids, and they're squealing at me and all kinds of stuff tonight, so I'm going to have a tough time with the net. I hear Kerry. I got 712 checked in, and I got 800 checked in. Who else is here?
727.
727. I thought I heard you also, Mike. Good evening.
972.
Mike. Yeah, 6B White. Who was that last one?
972.
Something. No, that can't be right again.
G6BBG.
Michael is in there.
971.
971. Yeah, I thought you said 972. Gotcha, Dave. Good to hear you. Thank you.
I'm going to have to do something with this speaker because it's really high-pitched. It's just killing me here.
Well, N6BYH is in there, too.
Yeah, I'm here, Mike. Hey, Mike MYC, are you copying that popping spread spectrum noise coming from the Fresno airport?
Who's spread spectrum, or is it spread bottom? You say 61 is in here also? Okay, Rob won't be here. Rob's at an Aries meeting, so I'm on my own here. I'll tell you what I should do. Let me do this. If you guys can wait a minute, I'm going to go in and change back to the old hearing aids. And the Bluetooth, I think, works okay in the old hearing aids. I can't hear very well through them, just chatting, but the Bluetooth works. So I'm going to go put them in, and then I'll be able to function a lot better here. So if you guys can give me about one and a half minutes, I'll be back here. K6MYC. Okay, I'm back. I think it'll work. Somebody.
2345. Do you hear me, Mike? AA6S.
I hear you, and it's not squealing at me, at least. The Bluetooth part of the hearing aid seems to be fine. There's something. This left hearing aid has failed about 3 or 4 months ago. The external amplifier for the microphones part failed. But the Bluetooth and everything internally in the thing works. It works okay with the phone, but I just can't hear with it. When I'm just trying to listen, I noticed that today I couldn't hear my own voice. My own voice was, subdued, but way down there. But I could tell it was there, but it was not coming in through the hearing aids like it should have been. So I knew there was a problem. That's what I'm hearing right now. I'm talking here, and I can hardly hear myself. So if I shout, just ignore it. Anyway, good evening, and let me see if I can hear him. I'm not pointed his way. I forgot about old Bozo 61. So tell him that I'm copying him. I got him checked in, and unless he's going to stick around and wants to chat, I will leave the antenna toward Santa Cruz, if that's okay, Bill. Over.
Sounds good to me. Probably what you got is a broken lead in the earpiece on the microphone. On the earphone. falling apart. You can't, well, you can hear through the Bluetooth, but the mic lead's got to be broke. I've had that happen on mine.
No, it actually, the amplifier internally failed the last time, and that's what it sounds like it's done again. The amplifier failed. The microphone was okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't know how you can tell if the microphone's good, but I couldn't.
Well, I can't tell either, but something ain't working, so it doesn't matter. I'm hearing you okay here. So if you is Bozo 61, is Rick still there? You won't hear me. I'm not pointed at him.
Let me turn the antenna.
Oh, you don't have to turn. He'll hear you.
He usually does.
Who heard him in the first place?
I'm pointing at Rick now. KB6RQU, KB6RQU. Rick, do you hear me? A6S, are you there? Over. Nothing. KB6RQU, KB6RQU, AA6S. Nope, no Rick. I'll turn the antenna back around.
Okay, but he was in here earlier, right? He checked in with somebody, right?
No, I never heard him.
Oh, who gave me his number?
I don't know. The only one I know was here was BYH.
Oh, is Mike in here, BYH? I don't have him listed. 195.
He's been in here. I've been talking to him. So he's there someplace unless he took off. Okay, I'm pointed towards Tom now.
Okay.
Radio. Tom, are you there? KW6S. KW6S, A6S, over.
I'm pointed that way always. Also, I don't think he's there tonight. He said he might be there. He thought he would be, but he's going to be in and out the next week because he's got company coming in and out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take my hearing aids off, Mike. They're weird. If I get some sound on one side or something that's too loud, it'll AGC them down on the ham stuff here. Because the speaker's right in front of me. But I still hear, but I mean, the high frequency, the whole level drops down like it's got an automatic gain control on it. It only does it on the ham rig. So I don't know. Well, hopefully I don't hear him either, so apparently he's not here.
So your hearing aids are also acting up as of today or last couple of days?
No, they always do that. The new ones I've got talk to each other. And if one side gets hit with a lot of volume, I think it AGCs the other side down.
Yeah. Well, that's what I always have because I got one ear that hardly hears anything anyway. Okay, well, I'm looking toward Tom, but we might also have AF6 United. So let's see if Lee is in there. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. How about you, Lee? K6MYC, Bozo Net.
WB6
I hear you, Dane. Stand by. I do not hear AF6 United, so let me go up and get you, Dane. You're a little weak, but I'll find a spot for you. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, we just been sending back, reading the mail, and look at temperatures. We are dealing with a high in coastal today of 90, and presently we are looking at 88. So, you know, it's coming down, and as soon as the sun goes down, it'll drop off.
Okay, what drops off? Is it noise that you have? Noise that you said? I missed a little bit of that because I was rotating and I got you into a real deep null. Is that what you have? Is some local noise?
No, temperature.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's you probably heard the scenario of the hearing aids. I've got my good ones, my new ones in, but they've failed, and something in there is also distorting. So even through the Bluetooth, I've got you guys are all distorted, like you're overdriving the amp. So they're really they've gone upside down on me here. I can copy you, but I may miss a word or two because sometimes it gets mushy over.
Yeah, it's one more reason why we should all stick to CW.
For sure. We should all just stay younger, and then we don't have to fight this crap.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I still refuse. I've got new hearing aids for about 2 or 3 years back, and I still refuse to go to rechargeables. I still like the idea that if the battery dies and I'm driving down the road, I can hit a stoplight and change batteries and be in good shape. My wife doesn't understand it, so I just make sure I change batteries every Sunday.
Yeah, well, the rechargeable type that I have, like this pair of hearing aids are rechargeable, and they last about 16 to 18 hours. They run out of gas in about 16 to 18 hours. So if I have a real long day, if I get on and put them on at 6 in the morning, by about midnight they're dinging at me and they're out of. But for the most part, they don't. You'd never have a day like that.
Yeah, and I'm one of these people. I live in a regimented world, so when I go to bed at night, they come off. And if I was using rechargeables, I probably wouldn't have a problem. But it's still the type of thing that it's that one occasion, so I just refuse to give them up.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever works for you. Alrighty. Anyway, we got you checked in. Let me go back to the Bay Area now. I'm pointed way north of where I should be. So let me go and let you go and go back in and pick up the rest of the boys in the Bay Area there. KB6, WB6JNP, K6MYC.
Okay, you've been speaking about S5. So catch you later, WB6JNP.
Okay, here we are. One more time for Santa Cruz. KW6 Sugar or AF6 United, K6MYC. Okay, up into the Bay Area then. KB6BA or anybody else in the Bay Area. 432 Bozo Net, K6MYC. Over.
This is Kilowatt 6 Whiskey India Sierra.
Boy, you're loud on the bounce path. Holy cow.
Good evening, Mike here, 5x9 also, over.
Yeah, what a change from the previous nights, huh? You were barely audible on the bounce path and not that great on the direct, although 222 was pretty good the other night. Anyway, good to hear you. K6 Whiskey India Sugar on your last night before your vacation. K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC and the group. This is K6WIS. Yeah, pointed south end of the Bay Area, and you're 5x9, and I'm just packing stuff up and getting my truck ready for the drive up Saturday morning. I'll stop off in Oregon and then reach the Seashell Sunshine Coast up in British Columbia Sunday evening.
Yeah, very good. Well, drive safe and have a good vacation up there. And too bad you don't have some way to hang a radio up there. Take a radio up with you. I've been working Bob up there, not on this band, of course, but on 40 meters real easily. He has 100 watts in the backstay antenna on his sailboat, and he's good copy on 40 every morning. And he'll be back in there again tomorrow morning. He's been visiting a friend on San Juan Island who does not have a radio anymore. I think it was a loaned radio from Bob, and he never used it, so Bob just said, well, if you're not going to use it, I'll give it to somebody else. So he did. So when he went there, he didn't want to take the radio from the boat. He just left it on the boat, and hopefully it'll still be there when he goes back to get the boat. Hi. Anyway, back up to you, and We're copying okay. I guess you do not have, or you do have, do you have the check-ins from the other guys there in Course Gold, over? K6 Whiskey under your sugar, K6 MYC. You still have the Course Gold, the Course Gold, I mean not Course Gold, but Clear Lake guys still checking in?
Oh, sorry, Mike. I didn't know you were still talking to me. No, I've told you previously I do not try to contact the Clear Lake folks on 432. It's very, very difficult, almost impossible. By the way, I will have an HF mobile rig in my truck, so I could be able to contact you on HF when I'm up there in BC, over.
Okay, well, anywhere you want to contact me, I get on the air typically 8:30 local time, which is the same time you're going to have all the way up. 8:30 in the morning we start, and you'll hear K7 Victor Oscar. You'll hear WB6GGY, who is also here as a Bozo 884. And you'll hear a couple of others. I had Len in here this morning, WA6KLK up there in Mendocino County. But I never finished with him. I had to leave, and he couldn't stick around. So, but anyway, that's but I'm on here almost every morning at 8:30 with the beam, 3 or 2 element beam and 1500 watts. So you'll definitely hear me on 7137, 7137. Okay.
Okay, Roger, Mike. I got that 7137 at 8:30 local time in the mornings. Radio, I'll give it a go. Thanks very much. 73 is K6WIS clear.
Yeah. If nothing else, if you just get lonely. I'm kidding, of course, but it's also nice just to have it in the car, and you've got a link back here to the home base if you need it for any reason. All right, good. Thanks for checking in, and you've told me about the 432 link. You've got a very poor path over there, but I think you still check them in. Well, I thought you still checked them in on 1296, but that path's got to be even worse, isn't it?
Mike, they've given up the 1296 band to the 2 stations I contact in Clear Lake. I don't think they have 1296 equipment or antennas anymore, over.
Okay. Well, that's too bad. So the only band they do have is 2 meters and 222, it looks like, because you always give me their check-ins on 222 there. All right, 7-3, again, have a spectacular trip, and hopefully we'll work you. It'll be my pleasure to hear you calling in from the mobile there on the way up, or when you're up there, or wherever. I work quite a few mobiles up that way. I work people with 10 watts in Seattle and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure we'll hear you. The 3-element Yagi at 100 feet plays very well going up that way. It's always pointed north. And you'll hear my 1500 going your way. Hi. K6WIS, look for you momentarily here on the direct path. K6MYC.
Roger, thanks, Mike. And also, sort of heard W6PQL in there, Jim. You had a very strong signal here, Jim, if you can receive me. Anyway, I'll pass it back to you, Mike. K6WIS clear.
Okay. 7-3, Paul. Look for you sometime through the next couple of weeks here, at least once, maybe more. W6PQL, K6MYC. Let me go further his way here.
Okay, we're going to have to fiddle with the antenna a little bit because I can hardly hear you over here. You just WFC is on frequency as well, 775. I see that you're searching with your antenna. I hope you find something because it's
Well, I've got the path. Give me a little more chatter. I had a peak, but I thought it was I might find a better one, but I did not. So give me just 10 more seconds, Jim, over.
I'll do this for a minute or so, and then I'll just wait until you finish sweeping up to the north, and I'll try
try you a little bit later if you are unable to find a good path for me. But you're pretty weak over here. There must be some conversion between the two of us.
Well, I got a path here. It's up and down. You're peaking at 292, which is close to where you normally should be. So it's readable, and we'll look for you a little bit later if you're going to go down and try to get 52 there. W6PQL, we have you checked in, and I heard you mention 775. Is he here also, over?
Yes, he is.
I hear you, Mike, but very, very weak, but we've got you. Nothing like last night on 2 meters. You were bodacious down here. KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot Charlie 775, K6MYC. We've got you. Tell him Roger, Roger, Roger. We have him checked in. Roger, Roger, Mike. We have you checked in. Okay, who else do we have in the Bay Area? K6MYC Bozo Net. Anybody in the Bay Area on 432, please? K6MYC. Over, over. Very quiet over there. WB6WNI. WB6JNN.
I'm running from the kitchen. I'm hearing you like you're on an...
And 5 MPD is here.
Hang on.
No noise. So, hope you're copying me as well. WB6WNI1090.
Yeah, I got you now. WB6WNI, K6MYC. Good evening, Gary. 1090. And we also had 11. Oh, for God's sake, I forgot your 1129. Brett in Newman also checking in. Stand by just a second, Brett. Let me get Gary taken care of here. He's in Campbell, San Jose area. WB6WNI. See if you got anybody else over there, Gary. K6MYC.
Oh, very good, Mike. I will make a call. I've only heard Jim beat you out. But anyway, yeah, I'll make a call. Any Bozo members for the 432 net, call now.
Very quiet. Who is it?
It's the beauty of a net zero noise level. You can tell they're not there. Anyways, I know you got a guy there in Newman. What is interesting, I've been listening to 6 meters. It's true. There are times of day the noise level just falls, and then it goes up. So I'm afraid that's man-made. That's the problem there. But this afternoon, the noise level was huge. Yeah, just bad luck, that's all. But now let's get to the other fellow who can, we'll say 73 for now and talk on Sunday. K6MYC, baby, 6WNI.
Okay, very good. I take it you did not hear anybody. In case he's hearing you, tell the KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, tell him that we do have him checked in. I didn't hear him confirm that I confirmed him in, over.
Roger, Roger, Whiskey Bravo 6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, you copy, over. All right, didn't hear anything. So the show's up though, Mike, even later on. I'm going to keep the radio on. I'll let him know he's checked in. So, Mike, I'll let him know, Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, I'll let him know he's checked in if I hear him later, but I don't hear him now. Anyway, 73 for now, Mike, K6MYC, baby, 679.
Okay. Okay, one more call for the Bay Area before I go to Oakley. KB6 or WB6WNI. Anybody else in the Bay Area for 432 Bozo Net? This is K6MYC standing by. Okay, all quiet. I'm surprised Fred isn't in here. Fred's been missing his time slots here. He usually has a big signal. KD6SOK, KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo. Are you here, Fred? K6MYC. Who? Okay, nothing heard. I'll come back and try again later. Let me go up to Oakley here. What the heck here? That's weird. When I cue the mic, I'm getting a tone here. Maybe I get feedback. Maybe that's what it is. All right. Anyway, N6RO, maybe in a Zoom meeting there. N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC. N6RO, N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC. Let me try KO6IQR. How about you, Mario? Are you still up and running or not? KO6IQR or KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. How about you, John? Very light. I think that was you, John, but I'm not sure. Let me have a little longer transmission from me and see if I can find copy on you. Go ahead.
Oh, wow, you were really loud. Wait. 86 WZL. Dick was trying to open into Alabama, but it never happened. 86 WZL 779.
Well, I've got you, but you're coming in from every direction as if I'm not rotating. I must be getting you on a bounce from the whole loop. Anyway, we got you, John, 1179, and thanks very much for being there. I did not hear Mario. Mario said he might have to start tearing stuff down, so maybe he's already torn down here. He's done, he'll be leaving and going back to the Bay Area in the next week or so, but he's tearing everything down so his wife can take it back with her this weekend. Over. Are you copying me, John? Over. Boy, you're really weak. I couldn't tell whether you're hearing me or not. Over. KD6WVL. Give me a longer transmission. K6MYC. Over. Boy, conditions gotten terrible in a hurry here. Anyway, I've got you, John, so if you're copying me, you are checked in. We got you, but boy, the copy just went to hell in a handbasket there. You were Q5 for a minute, but I can't find the spot again here. 73s, I'm listening still for N6RO. Are you there, Ken?
756.
756, I hear you. Good evening, Derek. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mike. TJ6, KFB, just hanging in here, watching the World Report.
You're watching the World do what?
The World News Report.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not getting a World Report from me. You must be getting it off the TV.
Oh, various sources. At any rate, good evening. Otherwise, trying to stay cool. It's 90 out here in the shack.
making such short transmissions, I can't get a peek on you. Just give me a little more chatter, if you would, Darren, over.
Oh, okay. I think you got it pretty close right there. Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. I don't know. What can I say? It's about 90 degrees out here in the shack. I've been hanging out here for about an hour, so I'm getting a little on the toasty side.
I bet you are. Okay, well, let me let you go. I got you now. Yeah, that was Q5. I've got two problems, and one of them is the band, but most of the problem is in the hearing aids. My current new hearing aids, that one were repaired about 3 months ago, has now failed, and it's failing again as I'm standing here. The volume keeps going down and down. I keep turning the volume up, and it doesn't help. So the hearing aid has got an amplifier in it that's crashing. And so this audio from you guys is getting weaker and weaker. Hopefully it'll last through the net. I've got my old hearing aids here, but they're screaming at me. They're oscillating because of the wind noise from the air conditioning. They hear that high-pitched sound and they take off and scream. They don't have the technology to knock down some of the feedback loops. Anyway, I'll let you go. But thank you, Darren. Thank you for checking in. Have a good weekend. Try to stay cool. Don't get in the shack too long. And we'll see you on Sunday night. KJ6, KFB 756, K6MYC.
And WB6ISO.
KJ6, KFB.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you, and good evening, Dennis. Good copy on you, Dennis. Go ahead.
Yep, I better check in while you can still hear me out there. Good evening, good evening. Hello there, Darren. Good evening to you as well. Whiskey Baker number 6, India Sugar Ocean, Bozo 86, over.
Evening, Dennis.
Good evening, buddy.
Somebody talking to you, Dennis. Who was that?
That was just Darren saying a good evening to me.
Who was it?
Darren.
Oh, okay. And I missed what you said.
I just said a good evening while you can still hear me over there. Here you have no problem with your hearing aids.
Well, I still don't get it. I think I heard the words internal problem. But as I told you, I've got an internal problem here also, and my hearing has gone down, down, down. So you're very weak. So speak slowly and speak clearly, and I'll copy 100%. Over.
Double.
Oh, we doubled. Anyway, yeah, your signal was 10 over 9, but it faded out on conditions. Anyway, good evening.
It's not that you're weak. It's the audio coming out of my Bluetooth or my hearing aids. And the audio, I'm losing the amplifier in the hearing aid, so I'm hearing you weak. Your signal is strong, but it's not coming to my ears, okay?
Roger. I understand exactly what you're saying. I do understand. Very, very pleasant. Good evening to you. I will look for you on Sunday night. Over.
Okay. I guess I heard you said you understand what I was saying, and then I didn't get the rest of it because it was too quick. Do you have any other check-ins beside yourself, Dennis? Over.
No other check-ins at this time, and said I will see you on Sunday evening. Over.
Okay, good. We'll see you on Sunday evening. Thanks for no check-ins. Apparently, the guys in Clear Lake, do they have 432 anymore or not?
Apparently not at this time. I had talked to them, and they have nothing up there running at this particular time, and hopefully they're going to get something going here in the near future. Over.
Well, they had 432 at one point, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did, and I don't know what happened. They're just having some difficulties, and I'm not sure exactly what's going on with them up there.
Okay. Well, they were so isolated that they don't have a lot of motivation. The only motivation they should have is to get the antenna up 100 feet and put a stacked pair of 9 Aggies up there. Over.
Yeah, and at least a kilowatt behind that, right?
9 stack, yeah, that's good. All right, a kilowatt. Then we'd hear them. All right, thanks, Dennis. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you Sunday night. WB6ISO. I think it's supposed to be a pretty cool weekend, warming up slowly, but we should be okay. K6MYC. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to get a little warmer and toasty around this area, but I understand. Okay, very, very good. Pleasant evening to you, Darren. Again, pleasant good evening to you as well. WB6ISO.
7-3. Anybody else while I'm pointed towards Sacramento? QRZ, Bozo Net.
1251, KE6 Vegetable Garden.
Oh, off the back of the beam. Good evening, Robert. At 1251. That's surprising. You got a pretty good signal off the back of the beam. So the whole loop at 40 feet, or is there a stacked pair for this band? Over.
Yeah, no, you came up. I was there earlier at 7:30, but you were so weak I couldn't hear you.
Well, you couldn't hear me because I wasn't pointed your way. I don't need to point your way for a bill, so I don't normally waste my time pointing down that way, but I'd forgotten that you can get on. So I'll make sure I get down your way. I should have been down there anyway to catch up with KB6RQU. So anyway, I should have been pointed that way. For some reason, when I set the heading for the start of the net, I put it at the Bay Area because I thought, well, there's nobody down there that I can't hear. But now there is, so there you are. I'll fix it next time. Hi. Good to hear you. KE6VG, K6MYC.
Okay, K6MYC, KE6VG. Yeah, no, I can hear equally well in all directions, so I probably scatter off the mountains. But I need to get motivated to get the Yagi up there on top of the tower.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a Yagi it to me. I don't know. Is it a single or two hole loops?
Nope, one hole loop at 40 feet right now is what I'm using.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's working really well. You must have a good spot, and you're certainly getting all the power to it, too. So all 75 watts are getting there, it seems like. All right, thanks, Robert. Thank you very much, and good evening to you. Thanks for checking in off the back of the beam. KE6 Vegetable Garden, K6MYC. Anyway, I'm still pointing toward Sacramento. Is there anybody copying me in Sacramento or up north in Redding? Over. Okay, nothing heard. So I'm going to go to Nevada. Before I get to Nevada, though, let me do this. K6 Whiskey India Sugar on the direct path. If you can break from your packing for a minute, K6 Whiskey India Sugar direct path. Any propagation? K6MYC.
Good evening again, Mike. K6MYC. This is K6WIS 5x9. Over.
Yeah, pretty good signal, and it's quite broad when I get up that way. Okay, I won't tie you up. I just wondered if we could hear you, and there you are. Over.
Roger that. Yeah, I'm listening in the background to see who cropped up so I'll leave you at it. 73 K6WIS. Over.
Okay. I'll say 73s, and again, wish you a very safe and enjoyable trip. And now that I know you have HF, we'll keep an ear out for you. And maybe if you can't get to me for whatever reason, on the short term, you can call in to somebody that we're talking to. Some people hear very well in some directions. We have a station in Helena, Montana that hears good. He's very quiet over there. We have a couple of stations in Utah, in Idaho, and Oregon. They all have good ears. Some of them have Yagis up, and so on. So one way or the other, we'll hear you. If somebody lets me know you're in there, then we can really make a point of listening hard if it's weak. But generally speaking, I don't think it's going to be bad. I've worked several mobiles go up that way, and everybody is always Q5. Thanks, and good trips to you. Bon voyage, mi amigo. Hi. How do you speak Canadian? Goodbye. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC.
Put A on the...
Okay, thanks, Mike. I'm still learning how to speak Canadian. A. 73, K6WIS clear.
73. Anybody else before I go to Nevada? Okay, Nevada, here we come. And there it is, right into Nevada. Let's see if I can hear Richard. KD6 Bravo Queen. KD6PQ, how about it, Richard? K6MYC.
K6MYC, KD6PQ, number 249 on Stockton.
Yeah, it's not quite Q5, but it's good enough. I got your 249, and I had your call sign as well. So it's very light, however, but as you know, this path is up and down. KD6BQ, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, pretty good time. Yeah, you're coming up a little bit. Good to hear you on 432, over.
Yeah, now I got a better peek on you, but all I heard was the word 432 as I came back up on you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I said it's good to hear you on 432 tonight, and signals are seem going pretty good right now, so maybe give a shot at Daniel there. K6MYC, KD6BQ.
Yeah, I just didn't go far enough. I came up and I stopped right at due north, and I should have gone a couple of more degrees. I think I've got you really nicely here at about, what does this thing say, 9 degrees. I'm 9 degrees past north for you right now on 432 there. Who knows? Anyway, good. I'll see about Daniel and see how we're doing with him. But good signal from you and good to hear you. KD6BQ, over to you, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
Here is 272. This is KE7UQL, over.
We got you, 272. And a very nice copy on you as well. No problem whatsoever. I've got a hearing aid problem here, which doesn't have anything to do with you guys, but my audio coming into my head is very weak because the amplifier and the Bluetooth in my hearing aids is failing. So there's the amplitude into my ears is very light. I can turn the volume up, and all it does is distort the audio. So I'm struggling a little bit with some hearing aids. Hopefully, I'll get into the hearing aid office tomorrow and see if they can get this thing sorted out. It's either blown up or it's gone out of adjustment, one or the other, but I've lost a lot of hearing. I've got the old ones. I put the old ones in, and I hear it real good, but they have a little bit of a problem with feedback. They don't cancel out feedback as well as the new ones do. So I was getting whistling as I was walking around through the air-conditioned house here. With the wind noise, it tends to trigger the hearing aids, the older hearing aids there. So I can hear with them, but not when there's a whistle in there. Hi. Anyway, good to hear you, Daniel, and thanks very much for coming up. And, of course, we'll look for you Sunday night here. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
Well, hey, Mike, listen, I'm getting ready for next weekend's contest, and right now I've got stacked 440-18 on my map. I will not be on 2-meter Sunday, over.
Oh, okay, you will not be. What is the contest? Refresh my memory.
Okay, we have the 222 and up, 222 and up distance contest, so getting ready for that one, over.
Okay, when does it start and when does it end next weekend?
Okay, August 1st at 1800 hours, and it goes 24 hours, over.
Okay, when does it start again? Are you giving Greenwich time?
Yes, 1800 UTC. So that's early morning Saturday, at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, over.
Okay, so it goes 24 hours from then. 1800 Saturday to 1800 Sunday, is that it?
Roger.
Okay, well, we'll try to hook up with you guys. Probably do it in the evenings again, right around somewhere around 7:30, 8:30, something. Well, that seems to be a good time for me. I can usually get in the shack without interfering with other things going on. I probably won't be real active during the day, but who knows? 220 is in this shack, and so is 432, so that part, it's easy. 1296 is another story. We can probably coordinate 1296 once we work you here on this band or 222. KE7UQL in the group, K6MYC, 73 for now.
Roger. Get Frank on 902. I do have 902 up and ready. KE7UQL, 73.
Well, I'd like to have 902, and it's been on the books for a month or more. The problem is Frank hurt his back again. He said he'll be gone tomorrow. He's going to be at the chiropractor's tomorrow. He might be back Saturday, but starting on August 30th, he's going to have 7 teeth pulled, and so he's going to be out of sorts here for 4 or 5 days while his mouth is healing and he's getting his new dentures. Over. He just dropped right out, Richard. Did we lose the band?
N6RO.
N6RO. I didn't lose the band. You're loud. Good evening. I was passed by you. You were probably in a Zoom meeting.
No, I got held up on the telephone.
Okay, I hear Richard in there. 73, Richard, 7373, and we'll see you Sunday. We'll see you Sunday, and then Daniel, we'll see him on Thursday, I guess. He's taking the 2-meter stuff down for the contest the following weekend there. I'm done with Nevada, so I can come back toward you if you like, Ken, over.
Oh, you're plenty loud and clear.
Yeah, you're okay, too. Go ahead.
Yeah, K6NYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, Charlie Mike 97DX. High temperature 90, and dinner was calamari steak and broccoli and other assorted stuff. Somehow I missed the 220 and up schedule. Which weekend is that? And also this coming weekend is the IOTA contest, which normally K3EST does it, but he's still out of town from the WRTC gathering. N6RO.
Okay, so you say this weekend is a contest for IOTA stuff?
IOTA, yeah. You hunt for all those islands.
Okay. I think the 220 and up thing starts the following weekend. I think it starts at the beginning of August, over.
Yeah, okay, I'll check it out on the B&M calendar.
He said it starts at 1800 Zulu on Saturday. I think that's, 9 or 10 in the morning?
Yeah, 9, I think. The IOTA this weekend starts at 12 Zulu, 5 a.m., goes 24 hours.
Well, that would make more sense for HF, of course, so you could do some 80-meter and 160-meter long path or DX anyway. Okay, very good. Well, good luck with the contest this weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night, of course. And in the meantime, we'll try to stay in the mid-90s. How's that?
Yeah, it's bearable. Certainly not up in the 100s yet, so if it stays away. N6RO. See ya.
Yep, yeah. The only problem is, boy, I noticed again today it was very humid. I got up in the morning and I was just walking around the house and I'm just sweating. It wasn't that hot, but it was just muggy.
Yeah, we got the summer, what do you call them?
El Niños, I guess, bring that mugginess in from the Pacific. Monsoon season's what I mean. Yeah. A lot of air from Mexico comes up here. Yeah, it could be coming from there as well. Who knows? Whatever it is, it's muggy. See ya. Have a good weekend. Enjoy IOTA. Yeah, N6RO, I'll go back that way. And I missed Mario, but I think Mario is starting to tear down. He's going to be leaving and going back home. He's done with his project there in Patterson, where he will be in another week or so. So his wife is taking a lot of the radio equipment back with her this weekend when she leaves this weekend. Over. Yeah, where is he going? What town? Well, he lives near Anaheim. Oh, Southern Cal. Yeah, and he's going to try and put something up. He's got a 500-watt amp, and he said if I could get a couple of Yagis that I have here or something bigger up down there, he'll get on and try and work us and check into the Bozo Net from Anaheim. We could work Anaheim. N6 or K6TSK, Ralph is down there, and I've worked Ralph for years in that area around Anaheim. So I know we have propagation, just a matter of getting on at the right time, and hopefully they can hear us. His biggest problem is going to be local noise from Anaheim and Disneyland and all that crap, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I haven't worked Anaheim or any part of the greater LA yet on UHF.
Yeah, you should have been on earlier last night. We had W6 Papa Mike Delta, WK6, W6 PMD was on, and he was roaring in here. He was being heard all the way up into Santa Cruz and all the way up there. So there's times when he gets in very well. And so you could work him. I think he's in Delta Mike 1-3. Ralph, I think, is in Delta Mike 0-3, but I'm not even sure where he is. But that's that area down there. And they come in, but you just got to wait for them. It's not going to be 100% of the time. You know how that is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll pay more attention.
Yeah, you might listen close to the beginning of the net, because that's when the guys in LA always turn up this way and go horizontal and try to check us in, over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was eating my fish tonight.
Okay. 7-3 for now, Ken. Have a good one. Good luck with IOTA, and we'll see you Sunday night.
Roger that. Night-night.
Adios. Okay, anybody else? 7-3 Richard, 73 Daniel. I haven't moved the antenna much, so you guys still probably can hear me there. 7-3 guys, K6 MYC.
7-3 KE7 UQL.
Yeah, were you hearing N6RO when I was talking with him here?
I think I'd have to turn towards him, over.
Oh, I see. Okay, very good. Because he's very loud. He's running power. 7-3s, guys.
Okay, good night.
Good night. I'm going back to the Bay Area. We missed a lot of people in the Bay Area, so I'm going back to the Bay Area here and yell for late checks and missed. We'll see what happens. Going down to the Bay Area. There we are. That should be somewhere in the middle of the Bay Area. KD6SOK, KB6BA, K6KLY. Anybody else in the Bay Area? Bay Area, Bay Area. Late checks are missed. K6MYC. I heard something. There was some audio there, but I don't think it was intelligible. Try it again. Yeah, I think you're way off frequency. Check your frequency. You might have the RIT or something on, because you're really way off frequency. I'm just hearing residual sidebands here. So let me give you some chatter. And you can try to tune on to my voice here. QRZ to the Bay Area for Bozo Net check-ins. And try to get up on my frequency here. This is Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie in Delta Mike 07 north of Fresno, calling into the Bay Area for Bozo check-ins and standing by, over.
KO6 IQR.
KO6 IQR, there you are. By golly, I went past you, but you must be getting me on the bounce path. We checked for you a little earlier, but I thought you were already torn down. But good to hear you, Mario, over.
Yeah, Mike, sorry about that. I didn't have my amplifier turned on. I was running like 3 watts. Of course you couldn't hear me.
Yeah, are you pointed direct path?
Yeah, I'm pointed right at you, about 124, 125, something like that.
Yeah, okay. 124, 125. We got you. Now, I just remembered now when I was checking in the first time in around the Bay Area here. I had Brett in Newman check in, and I told him to stand by a second because I wanted to work Gary, who was weaker. And then I forgot to get back to Brett, so hopefully he's not pissed off at me there. He's always so loud I don't have to worry about ever hearing him. He's line of sight to me here across the valley. Anyway, you're doing good, and I moved the antenna now on the closer to the direct shot, and you're very loud. I barely heard John tonight. I thought, boy, the propagation is really terrible, and that's why I thought I was losing you. Or I assumed that maybe you had already torn the station down and was getting ready to let the wife take it back to L.A., over.
No, I was in there. I tried to call in, but like I said, I had the amplifier was off, and I had the radio set to about 3 watts, and obviously it wasn't getting through.
It wasn't getting through, Mario. You're right. Funny how that works, isn't it? That's why I run power. I run power for the pleasure of the listener, and also so the listener knows I'm on.
Makes sense, right? you are the tip of the spearhead.
I have to be. I have to make noise so people know we have a net going here. Okay, very good. Well, great to hear you. And we're going to miss your melodious tones up this way, but hopefully after a little while we'll maybe catch you from the Anaheim area over.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I wonder if Brett has noticed the change in the skyline looking from Newman to the west over the interstate there. You probably can't see that building anymore because it's not there anymore.
You took a little dip there, and I didn't get it. Something about the skyline. Are you worried about noise down there?
No, I was commenting. I wonder if Brett in Newman has noticed the change in the skyline over Interstate 5, because he could probably have seen the building we were working on from where he's at.
I'm still missing the question about Skyline. You talk about Skyline Highway on the other side of the Bay Area?
No, I was referencing the skyline looking from Newman. If Brett has noticed the difference in the skyline from Newman.
Looking what direction from Newman?
To the west, because I believe that the building that we were working on and demolishing, it was visible from Newman. We're right there.
Oh, okay. Well, now it makes more sense. See, I didn't realize that he could see that big stack you had there at the Patterson dump. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, imagine you have reduced the visual effects there. Over.
Yeah, it's just a funny comment. I've never heard Brett before, even though I pointed his way before, but for some reason I can't hear him because he's probably pointing at you. Anyhow, I'll let you get back down and swing down to the Bay Area, see if you got anybody else, and I will do my best to try to keep in contact with the group and do what I can from Southern California.
Yeah, you can always check in on the stream with the chat room. Just say, I'm listening, but I'm not hearing anything. I guess I missed it when you guys were pointed this way or something. If you get a chance, point down this way again. Now, at the end of the net, we always go south, particularly on 2 meters. So usually at the end of the 2 meter nets, we're pointing south also. And sometimes there's very good propagation. I remember a time it was funny because it was always there. The best propagation when I had my place in San Martin up in the San Jose area, the best propagation always occurred about the 9:30 time. We had a 9:30 window to LA that was the best. So that would be the end of the net when we're pointed back down looking for Eddie in Porterville and things like that, but we're pointed right down toward LA. So we could either get you at 7:35 to 7:40, or we could also catch you a little after 9 o'clock. Over.
Well, sounds good. Yeah, I'll keep those in mind. Put that in my notes here. And then, like I said, this is a farewell to the NorCal Bozo Nets as of tonight, and I will do my best to keep in contact. So 7-3 Mike, 7-3 to everyone else that can hear me. Rob, if he's out there. Great meeting you, and great talking to you guys, and I appreciate everything.
Well, I'll pass your best on to Rob. He's at an Aries meeting tonight, so he's not here. And he may check in at the end of the net if he gets home in time, but basically he's not here. But on the 2 meter thing, I'm trying to think what the hell was I going to say? Something about that. Crap. Something about the time frames, but I think you got it. 7:30 to about 7:40, 7:45 is when the guys, and you'll hear the local guys. I'm sure you'll hear Pat, W6PMD, calling up this way because he'll go horizontal. And the other guy that does it is John. John's been a little inconsistent lately, and I'm not sure why, and Pat didn't know why either. But John is KG6USS, and he calls the net from, well, it's near Phelan, but he's out in the desert, Delta Mike 14 in the high desert there. But he does a pretty good job calling the net from out that way. So, and then he turns north at about 7:35, 7:40 and tries to work us, and usually gets 4 or 5 of us up this way. So there you go. You got two or three opportunities, and the people that do it, there's other station that we can work down there, but those are the 2 guys that are net control and have quite consistent signals up this way. So there you go. 7-3 again, and if we don't see you again, I guess you're going to be all torn down. You will not be back on the air even Sunday, will you?
No, I'm going to have everything wrapped up because my wife's leaving Sunday morning, and hopefully it'll be packed up and cruising down the road.
Okay, my friend. Well, it's been a pleasure chatting with you and having you check in and all. I'm sorry I never got my son to get over. He's just been buried. He's got 3 damn businesses going. He's working for a place, and then he's got 2 companies that keep shoving mold bases at him and wanting to make more and more molds. And now he's got a new mold machine that he's also working on his own, making stuff for people. He's a very skilled mold maker, and he makes stuff, parts that you can't normally mold. So he knows how to do all the tricks to get parts out of the machine that are usable for various pieces of plastic and so on. Anyway, that makes you busy. If you're good, you're going to be busy, and you know about that. 7-3 again. Pleasure as always. K06IQR, K6MYC, and I'll pass your best on to Rob and the others. Over.
All right, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. K6MYC from K06IQR, and check it out. 7-3.
7-3, my friend. Okay, but anybody else in this direction while I'm here? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Let me go back into the Bay Area here. I'll go into the south end of the Bay Area here, right down there somewhere. KD6S OK or KW6S, KW6S, AF6 United, KD6S OK. Anybody? Late checks are missed in the Bay Area. Late checks are missed. K6MYC pointing at exactly 280, low end of the Bay Area, upper end of Santa Cruz. Should have enough signal over there to get through to somebody. K6MYC Bozo Net, listening. Okay. I'm going to go down south, just on the outside chance that KB6RQU was down there. Let me go down south, make some noise, and see if KB6RQU or anybody else is down into the San Joaquin lower end of the valley there around Bakersfield and 180, 170. 170, 160, and there we are in the 150 bracket. Anybody copying? Late checks are missed for the Bozo Net, 432, kilowatt 6, Mike Yankee Charlie, beaming south and standing by. Boy, it's quiet.